guys, it's Kelly, and we're just gonna do that now. So now we'll turn back on. Fuck it. Oops, I should have said. So today's video, I'm closest to the lighting. There. I know usually I don't do 2 videos a day, but I got so inspired by McJuggernuggets Jesse. I was watching his powwow, the Juggies powwow he did during Psych Series. I watched the one he did on Death, and that one inspired me. I was watching like a few of them before, and then I just watched this one. He inspired me to this video. We're gonna be talking about like the other side and like the religion and stuff. I'm just gonna actually keep the closet open for lighting so I can see. So I have some religious things here. I have a rosary. I was gonna wear it, but I don't know if that's like disrespectful or not. I know people usually don't wear rosaries. I have a Bible, which we're gonna really kind of get into the basics of the Bible. Now, I'm not trying to cram religion down your throat, but I think it's important when we talk about mostly the other side, and I guess death has to do with this, so we'll be touching on death. If you want to like have more talk about death, go watch his powwow, which I'll leave in the description for you, his powwow on death. So let me just move this stuff out the box because I have some really religious memos in here first. I'm pretty sure. This is actually the little bag that the rosaries in. This is actually my grandma's rosary. And I have one hanging on my light. Yeah, you can't see, but my grandma was really into religion. She had a lot of angels and stuff. She always gave me magnets. I have like a bunch of magnets with my name on it. There's religion artifact. I mean, it's not a lot in here, but a lot of the religious stuff I have like up here. And then the M&M poster, I have a little angel hanging there. It's like one of those by the way, what I just put back in the box was my grandma's pajamas. But yeah, the other side is interesting because a lot of people are always debating on it, like, is there God? Is there, what is there? Is there God and devil? Is there just nothingness? Like, what is there? I believe personally there is like an afterlife, like, there's ghosts and spirits. I mean, there is a lot of evidence kind of to prove it. People may say there's not, but like, for example, my mom told me the story. Basically, I believe she lived in Naugatuck. It was when my brothers and sisters were little. I don't know if all 4 of them were even born yet, but yes, I have 4 siblings. But yeah, they're all playing in like a playroom, I think it was. I don't remember the exact story. I haven't heard it in a while, but she told me she saw her grandfather, who is dead, standing in the playroom once, watching them play. And then another time, she saw him on the couch, and he asked her, "Do you have new Coke?" And I think she said she went to check or something, and then when she went back, he disappeared. So she actually talked to her deceased grandfather. And like, you guys, you can see your loved ones in dreams, like in your dream. You may see someone who passed recently. You may not believe it, that's them, or you may be weird with that stuff, but you may see their spirits wandering around here. Like, or like if you talk to them through Ouija boards, they're communicating. Like, there's so many reports of ghostly activity. I know people are always gonna try and like find a logical explanation. And you know what? I'm not saying that there's times when it's not. People fake stuff, but sometimes I feel like it's hard to fake stuff. Like when people in the room and like a glass falls off the table, how you can explain that? The wind's not gonna knock it over. Wind in your house. Cause like a glass. Think about a glass on a table. Think about how much wind you need to blow over a glass, like hurricane winds. No, probably not that strong, but pretty strong winds you need. Can't get that from like a vent blowing or whatever. Because you can think about how heavy a glass is. Like, vents so high up, and think about how low tables are, So it just really makes sense. It's, I mean, like, I just feel like it's hard nowadays when there's so much ghosts of like spirits and demons and stuff. Like, I don't know. I believe there was a heaven, and I have these cute little angels too for my grandmother. I believe there was a heaven. And I believe too, Jesse kind of touched up about this about religion and stuff, and Uncle Larry too, he's in power. And he said that, like, Uncle Larry said that, since he's like a Christian, which I am a Christian, that he would get into heaven, or he called it the kingdom, you know. But I think that even if you necessarily don't believe in heaven, which I don't think that's the case with a lot of people, but I believe you're still getting heaven, because God would not be like that. But like, I think when people say they don't believe, then I don't think they necessarily mean like they necessarily don't believe in God. I think because they're not sure. I think the whole thing is about them not being sure, because we don't know for 100%. I mean, there might be evidence to prove one way or another. Like, there's definitely, you know, ghosts are real, spirits are real. So you know that you become a spirit when you die. But like, we don't know if there's actually, like, you know, heaven and hell and in between, just, you know. But like, we don't know that. And I mean, it sounds scary, but it's not. You know, and like, you know, that's why I think that's why a lot of people are kind of scared of death, because they're not sure. And getting a little bit into that, there's everything in the power that like you can't control. You know, when you die, I think you kind of have a power in a way to control, like maybe a small amount. But I think you could, like, if you take care of yourself and stuff, and you're healthy, and you know, you exercise, you eat good, then you have a chance of living longer, because your body will be healthy if you eat right, take care of yourself. You have a less chance of getting some sort of disease, because your body will be healthy and strong to be able to fight away bad bacteria and bad viruses and infections. So you have a long chance of living. So I think there is some control there when it comes to death and how long you could live for. Yes, there's always freak accidents, but in terms of like health-wise, your body-wise, yes. So now let's get into a bit of the Bible. Now, people may not think it's real, but what I think about the Bible, like there's just so much in here, you know, so much information that people always say, well, how do they know this stuff? Well, how do you, like, there's artifacts. How do we know about dinosaurs, right? You know, like, think about it. How do we know what dinosaurs look like? Like, we get their skeletons and stuff. Yes, we found their bones, but how do we really know, like, what about cavemen? I mean, we see cave drawings, but, you know, like, how do we know about the past so much, like, about that long time ago, dinosaurs and Indians and pilgrims, right? It's the same concept there in a way. I just feel like there is so much information in the Bible, so many stories. It's like, how would they be able to make, it's like, it's point like there's so much information, it makes you feel like, how could it be fake, you know, like, so much about God and Adam and Eve and just everything about the Bible, you know. It's like, makes you wonder, how could they make all of this up, especially the bad things like Jesus being crucified and Abel and Cain, you know, Adam and Eve's kids, one killing the other, like all these bad things that happen in the Bible. How would they be, why would they make bad things up? I mean, you have to have bad and good, and like, I don't know, it just seems too real, like the devil as a snake, you know, came to Eve as a snake and to tree and God. I don't know, I just think it's just too much information, too far-fetched for it not to be real. And I'm Christian. A lot of people may not think, because I don't go to church, so you can argue, well, that you can't be a Christian if you don't go to church. That's not true. I had a kid in school that used to say that he was Polish, and I used to tell him I was Polish, and he would say, no, you're not, because I don't know how to speak Polish. Because my great-grandmother was Polish, but, and, you know, and my grandpa, which was her son, he didn't really know how to speak Polish, and my mom never got taught, so I never learned. I mean, you know, so, but that doesn't make me not Polish because I don't know how to speak it. It's just like, you know, it's the same thing. Like, just because I don't go to church doesn't make me a Christian. This is children's Bible, by the way. Actually has actual Bibles in the attic because she used to take my siblings to church when they were kids. I mean, I've been to church for funerals and stuff. I know it might be mean to say, just, I don't know. I always found churches to creep me out. That might be mean to say. But what I'm getting at is that, you know, you can't go one way or another, like, especially like all this information in the Bible. Like, how are you gonna say they make it up? All this information, all this language, too, the language in the Bible, too, you know, like that. This is like, language, like, then I saw New Haven and New Heaven and New Earth. The first heaven, the first earth had disappeared. Now, there is no sea. Holy See, come down. Because I've read some of this Bible before. So whole pages fall out. But like, animals and tame animals with them in the boat. Well, I mean, this Bible was made for kids, so it's like, you know, made easier to read for them to understand. But if you take a regular Bible, the language used in it, because I've looked up to do with Bible stuff before, and the language they use, you know, you like how, you know, I don't know. I think the other side is interesting. I believe in it. I think there is evidence to prove it. Like I said, you talk to your loved ones all the time. I think once you die, you become a ghost, and you can decide whether you want to go up to heaven or stay on the earth. You know, cross over, as they say, into heaven or stay on the earth. I don't know what I would do, to be honest. What would you guys do? Would you guys want to stay on the earth, or would you cross over to be with your families? I mean, you don't know if your family has crossed over. I mean, and I bet you can still watch your family from heaven too once you pass. I don't know, that's what I believe. I used to be kind of scared of death. I mean, it's always kind of a scary topic to talk about in a way, because, you know. But I learned to live. You can't be scared. You can't, you know, make yourself be scared. Like, I'm nervous to get my license because of car accidents, and, you know, and I'm scared of that. But you can't be, because you can't let fear run your life. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Leave more topics you want me to talk about. I get inspired by Jesse. I have a whole playlist of advice and opinions videos. Oh yeah, advice/opinions it's called. So go check them out. I talk about other topics there. So if you guys have any other interesting topics you want me to discuss in video, let me know, because I think this is an interesting topic, and I think, you know, we talked about it a lot, and I think I brought some good points. Hopefully it got you thinking. And guys, you know, never turn your back to religion. Give it a chance, because you never know. And you know, a lot of people, it turned their lives around. You know, they found religion, and it helped them a lot. Like you always see on TV a lot. And I believe that is a true thing that happening. People can be low in life, you know, feeling really low about themselves, going through a tough time, and then, you know, they find religion, and they all of a sudden rediscover themselves, you know, another side of themselves they never knew. So if you're going through a tough time, try and turn to religion, you know, just maybe go to a church, a Sunday Mass, or like my mom wants to do it, and I think that would help you, you know, to really open your eyes to another side of things that you may not know. Now, I'm not trying to shove religion down your throat. I'm just trying to get you guys to see that religion is not bad. It helps you to feel better, you know. And, like, it can open your eyes to a new side of you never knew you had. And a new side of this life, and never knew about it. You know? I don't know. I just think it can do wonders for you, especially when you're feeling down in the dumps, you're depressed. Just go to religion. Go to a mass, you know, a church thing. You know, give it a chance, guys. I love you, God. Let's pray together. And when you pray to yourself. Let's just take a second and pray to God. You know, pray for whatever you want. Let's take a few seconds. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something, and if you guys have any comments, please leave them. Please subscribe and like the video. Follow me on my socials, Simon Youth Petition, and I'll see you guys in the next video.